Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing an open reading. This way we get to see what your cards want to show you freely without restricting it to a certain topic, and so this way you get to hear the message that you need to hear right now. And to do this reading, these are the 3 decks for today. Let me introduce your crystals to you. For pile number 1, you have the white Howlite point, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, you have the Bloodstone point, and this is what your crystal looks like. And for pile number 3, you have the Dalmation Jasper point, and this is what your crystal looks like. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the reading for you here today. In case you feel drawn to more than one pile or more than one crystal, even if it's all of the piles and all of the crystals, then do note that it is what you're meant to see. It is your intuition that always guides you to the right readings, whether it's just one, several, or all. So trust it, let it lead the way. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I will see you in your readings. If you do like picking with your zodiac signs, this next section is specifically for you. But if you prefer to use your intuition, please pause the video, take as much time as you need, and I'll see you in your reading. Okay, guys. So let's begin your zodiac selection process for each pile. We have 12 zodiac signs, and we're going to shuffle them around and see which zodiac sign is meant to fall on which pile today. Let's find out together. So let me just properly shuffle them until Scorpio popped up. It seems like it's for pile number 1. Right. Yeah, I think we've properly shuffled them enough. Looks like this one's here, this one's there, this one's here. Yeah, that's what's showing up. Let's put these 2 here, these 2 there, these 2 here, and these 2 there. So let's check out what we have for each pile. So for pile number 1, the signs are Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, and Leo. For pile number 2, the signs are Gemini, Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Cancer. For pile number 3, the signs are Libra, Virgo, Pisces, and Aries. So these are the zodiac signs for each pile today. If you prefer using your zodiac signs, you can pick your piles using your rising, sun, or moon. It is all up to you. If you feel called to watch the 3 today, then please watch them and enjoy them. So these are your signs for today. You can use Western or Vedic astrology if you want to know what system I've intended as I've been placing these signs. The system that I intended was Western astrology, but like I always say, I do know that you all have different preferences. Some of you only like to look at Vedic astrology, you find it more accurate. Some of you only like to pick with, you like to use your Western astrology zodiac signs. It really is all up to you. and what you prefer. As usual, once you're ready, please head down to the description box, click on your piles, and I will see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. If you were drawn to your pile intuitively, then your crystal is the white Howlite. But if you were drawn to your pile using your zodiac signs, then in that case, the zodiacs for this pile are Scorpio, Capricorn, Taurus, and Leo. Welcome to your reading, guys. Let's now clear the space for your reading. And today we're taking a look at a message that you need to hear. We're leaving the reading open just to see what you're meant to hear. Also, in regards to the zodiac signs, if your zodiac sign is not there, please don't worry about it. You picked your pile intuitively. This could simply mean that these signs are in your energy these days. Okay, so let's pull out your tea leaves. I feel like these popped up. I hope you can see them here on camera. There we go. And right, so let's take these. Also, now I see a purple and a green one. I feel like you're meant to get them since these were popping up. Okay, there. So these are the ones we're taking. And let's put your tea leaves to the side. How many tea leaves do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Wonderful. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is later on when all the cards are on the table, we'll be using your runes, a die, and see where it falls. This way we get a more accurate reading. Let's use this one for your significator. Interesting. So you have effort with the builder. Okay. Right. Very interesting cards. You have also these two birds are suddenly popping up. They're highlighted here. Don't know why. Well, we may find out later, but there are 2 birds here. You have renewal with the root chakra. You have expansion with the throat chakra. Okay, let's take a look at your Norman card. So you have Rider. Let's keep it here. And your rune card. So you have Ingwaz. Very cool. Right. All right. And, oh no, wait. You also have reciprocity with the mother. All right. That's better. We better be careful with the new YouTube rules. Okay, let's take a look at your tea leaves. So you have dog, protection from a powerful friend. We do see that protection element here. You have desk, pay attention to your work. And you have success. Wow, I love that it's coming with your work. If you're not working, then it's talking about a goal that you have for sure. All right, we do have a month, December, and you have cat, a two-faced friend. You have grasshopper, situations in the balance that require careful handling. Okay. And you have axe, forces working against you. Now it's starting to make sense why all this protection. Okay, so let's take a look at your tarot cards. I think they will be bringing everything together because I'm seeing energies so far all over the place. This way we'll understand what your reading is trying to relate to you. All right, so what message do you need to hear right now. Okay. If we need any more, we can always pull more cards. So, pile number 1, you have the 3 of Swords with sorrow. Interesting. Okay. I'm just thinking because it reminds me of the axe here. And I'm trying to think. I'll find out as we put the cards together. So you have the 3 of Swords with sorrow. You have the 6 of Swords with science. You have the Chariot. The 9 of Swords with cruelty. You have the 2 of Cups with love. You have the Fool card. The Hanged Man. And you have the Sun card. So 3 major arcana. You see, there is like major arcana here connected to each other. I feel like they are drawing some sort of triangle. Triangle is reminding me of masculine energy. So we'll think about it in a moment. You have 4 more cards. They are there for a reason. We'll use them during your reading to find out what they're trying to say. Until then, it's time to pick up your rune and see where it's going to fall. Right, so you have the Thurisaz on the desk. So there's great focus here on your goal or your work, rather. Why not? Let's start right there, since we were guided to. And in fact, as I'm saying that, I just noticed dog and cat. There seems to be some sort of maybe fight for some of you in your work. Or, yeah, because, you know, the dogs and the cats, they run after each other. At least that's what we saw in cartoons. So I'm getting that energy of maybe a two-faced friend or something that's not clear in your goal or in your work, that's perhaps at the moment causing you a lot of pain or maybe a lot of suffering as you're trying to build something. So yeah, something is making you suffer a bit. And maybe you're trying to, the dog and cat could also signify running after each other. Maybe you feel like something is chasing you in your work, or you are running after something. And maybe you're running after something because you're scared. Yeah. And because you're scared, maybe because you're working hard to build something. Or actually someone with a two-faced friend, for some of, like, that's one interpretation. Another interpretation is someone in your work could be giving you such a hard time and it's causing you a lot of pain, and it's kind of like somehow interfering in what you're trying to build here. So this energy could either be someone, or it could be some sort of threat in your work for sure, that is currently causing you a lot of pain. One thing I will tell you about that before we take a look at the rest of the reading, because I do see with the Hanged Man, you are certainly in a very uncomfortable situation at the moment in regard to a goal that you have or your work. See, first thing we saw is the element of protection here with the mother and the dog. There is an element of great protection. In fact, you have renewal, which greatly tells me that this energy that you're worried about is not going to be there for long. I truly feel like you're going to be protected from something. Hi, pile number 2. As you can see, it's the next, actually it's not the next day, it's the day after the next day. And if I tell you so much has happened in your pile, during your pile, you will not even believe it. And it's really interesting, the things that happen to me during a reading, because it really shows me your message even more clearly. I mean, starting off your reading, seeing your cards, I got a grip and an understanding of what you may be going through and what your message is exactly. Maybe I understood it mentally, of course, like I understood the idea and I empathized with it, of course, very well. But having to go through the type of energy I'm seeing in your cards here is a totally different experience in how I'm going to be able to relay the message that you're meant to receive today in an open tarot reading. Guys, you don't understand. Ever since this reading stopped, I had to pause because I had a phone call, and I don't want to say downhill in a bad way, but I had to go through fixing one thing after the other, trying to attend to this, trying to do something and quickly finish it and send it by email. And then I had to run some errands the next day. And I was going down on a downward spiral, not just in terms of the energy and the things I had to take care of, but also in terms of my mental health, because I was so stressed and worried about this pile. I was like, I left the pile open. Am I going to be able to finish this reading? I have all these things to do. Will I have time to finish it and prepare it and edit it and release it? And I got so anxious, and I had to like literally stop myself and tell myself, Reem, nothing is worth doing if you're going to go down that downward spiral. It's not the end of the world. If things really don't go the way that I want them to go, then they're not meant to go down that way. And I really had to train myself yesterday and today also, before starting your pile, to accept things the way they are. And this is really present in your reading. That's why I'm telling you, seeing it yesterday is far different than having to actually go through it. And there is more to this, but I don't want to tell you about my story before we get into yours, so that it makes absolute sense. Right, so I see you building something. It's very similar to me wanting to finish this pile. But for you, of course, this is more serious, you're building something way bigger than just reading one pile, right? I see you putting in an effort to build something, obviously, that means so much to you, right? And of course, what you're building now is at a very critical stage with the Ingwaz rune. If you've been on this channel for long, you already know when I talk about the Ingwaz rune, I always tell you, it's that manifestation, that great harvest that you're going to get, but the one that is at a very critical stage. Just like giving birth in the past, in the ancient world, in ancient times, I mean, or like getting harvest in the ancient times. Both were both were at great danger of losing that blessing, because giving birth, the children were dying. You know, not as many children live as they do today as they did in the ancient past. You had to like really take good care of this critical time, just like a mother and a baby here, to make sure that the child stay healthy, the mother stays healthy, that the process goes right. And also with the harvest, you know, it was organic. It was the way, you know, that it's naturally meant to be on earth. And so with that, no pesticides, none of that, you know, GMO things that would make the plants resist these insects and everything, and the birds and the animals that eat the harvest and the crops, the weather and everything else could ruin your crops. So although there is a blessing that you are going to manifest, and look at that, success in December, we'll get there in a minute. Although you are on your way to great success, whether this is a goal or something related to your work, it is a very critical time. And it's not a critical time in terms of what you put in it. It's a critical time to how you speak to yourself. And there's something, there we go, the throat chakra. You're being guided through your cards to renew the way you speak to yourself. And it's so critical because obviously at this moment, see, situation in the balance that requires careful handling. That's exactly it. And you are in a time of great discomfort because you are, as you're shifting energy from one form to the other, creating success, that transition time is of course not comfortable. Something that you're probably not used to, that requires not just patience, to be quite accurate, but it requires energy in terms of how you speak to yourself. And it's very clear. You know, the Three of Swords is the second decan of Libra in Saturn. You can see Saturn right there, and Libra. And that's what? So Three of Swords is Bina, the second Sephiroth. It's the energy, it's the feminine, the creation, right? So we can see here with that a womb. Saturn is chaos. It's like the womb of chaos that is about to manifest. And that chaos would come depending on how you think. And that's why you have Libra. It is a time with Saturn and Libra to handle that Saturn energy, because Saturn takes us from difficulty to getting exactly what we want. You want balance. And that's so important, because Bina, being in the upper triangle of the tree of life, it's the Sephria of the collective, right? And the interesting thing about the Three of Swords is the sword cuts through this unity in half, creating this, as we call, the perception of duality and division, when really success and balance comes when we unite the shadow and the light. We unite that we're not against one thing or the other, that we accept it all, the good and the bad. We learn from the bad, harbor the bad, not be afraid of the bad, and also enjoy the good, knowing as well that within, just like the yin and the yang, within the good there is bad, that you also need to be careful. And so it's being mindful, being accepting, just like a mother loves their son, whether they're good or bad, being accepting of all of these energies. And it's just like what I had to go through yesterday, today, and the day before. It was all an exercise of how I spoke to myself. And, oh yes, and what I wanted to tell you, this really was beneficial to me, because only when I started accepting that I may not post this on time, that it's okay not to be like 100% responsible all the time. I always have these worries. Some people are waiting for me. I won't be posting it on time. There's editing. There's this. What about the next day's reading? Am I gonna like go on a downward spiral? I just started being bombarded with all these thoughts, and I had to go. That's it. Most important thing in this whole thing is for me to be able to take care of myself so that I can honestly serve others. And I had to stop everything, not worry about anything at all for now, and just sit down quietly, accept what was going on. And I thought, everything happens for a reason. Do I want this to happen? No. And so if it continues to happen, I shouldn't be forceful. I should just observe and calmly think about what to do about it. And I started asking myself, what is this situation showing me? Maybe I'm like refusing something out of fear. Maybe I'm refusing something out of stress. And I just gave in and calmed down, relaxed, and accepted that I may not be posting this on time. And I thought to myself, well, I love my job. I love working hard. I love serving others. But am I like forgetting myself a little bit? And maybe I need to do things that are fair to me too. And I thought, well, if it's not about not doing the readings, because that gives me life, guys. I mean, sometimes you guys tell me, oh, take it slow. Thank you so much. But you don't understand. Doing these readings for you, it gives me life. Sometimes taking a day off and not posting, yes, it is very comfortable for me in that day. But then I also miss it at the same time. It makes me happy to serve. So that's not it. I wrote down a list of the things that I need to do to take care of myself better. And that list brought me so much positivity. It made me think of how to use my time in a better way. I wrote down solutions to things that are stressing me out that I no longer have to do. I did this with myself a couple of months ago, and now I'm renewing this. And long story short, I'm just relaying my experience because I feel like your spirit guides or spirit made me go through this to better explain your reading to you. So what I'm trying to say for you is that just like the cat and the dog, whatever is chasing you or whatever you're chasing that has some sort of tricky energy with the two-faced friend, two-faced now makes me understand things much better, the yin and the yang. It's about accepting what this face or what this energy is showing you. Are you dealing with someone difficult? What is it trying to teach you about you? And through you, how can you deal with the situation better? Because it's not about taking out this energy. See, that reminds us of the sword that cuts through the unity. It's not about cutting a bad energy that you don't enjoy out of your life. It's creating unity, harboring it as you build through your goal and think, what is this phase of my life teaching me? Maybe I so dislike it, and look, you have the right to not like it. You have the right to see it as it is, but the cutting here is not to see what it's trying to teach you. It perhaps could be teaching you something so important in your journey towards building something, and that actually starts making sense, because here that your message is the message with the rider. This is the horse, of course, in the Norman, meaning news, meaning message. What else? It has to do with speed as well. Maybe getting the message will allow you to move faster. So the main part of your reading is talking about not cutting off what you hate, but allowing it to teach you. And you have that with the Six of Swords, by the way, with science. The Six of Swords is the second decan of Aquarius in Mercury. This is intellect, right? This is about thinking about things. So it's not about cutting that energy that you don't like. It's about renewal in your speech. And that is integral to that phase of things either working out and getting that accomplishment or things dying out. And look, sneak peek, this reading is showing you that you will be succeeding, and there is like this huge successful milestone happening to you in December. Maybe even like that's the final result that you're looking for. So your reading here is saying renew your energy. Yes, you are uncomfortable, but renew the way you think about it. And the reason I say that, not only is the sun associated with illumination, but it has the Hebrew letter resh, which means the head, or to be specific, I heard a rabbi once say the back of the head, to think deeply about something. So it definitely needs a deep reflection from you, and to not love what is harming you, but to love the fact that you are gaining a new perspective. Maybe it requires a little bit of sacrifice in terms of discomfort from you, but it's an illusion to think, just like the sword. It's an illusion to think that it's not supposed to be here. So harbor it just like the fool. The fool starts a new journey. They don't know how they're going to fix it. They don't know how they're going to go about it. They just go. And the fool has enough information to make them eventually succeed through that journey to its completion, but they don't have all of the learnings that they need to complete it. And so just like a grasshopper, jump one step at a time, one part at a time, and accept and in fact love the fact that you're learning and growing, seeing it from a higher perspective, from the universe's perspective, from your higher self's perspective, that you are now finding healing to some great things that will help you later on in your life. And that's why you're being guided to change your speech, because changing your speech will help you be grounded and will help you create success in this very crucial time. Imagine a farmer back then, one farmer being absolutely emotional and scared and frustrated with the crops. Imagine how their energy and their capability of thinking of solution and growing is going to be versus another farmer that can see everything is going on but has acceptance that it may not go exactly as they want, and has the tranquility to think about what to do and to learn the lesson. Because in that tranquility, first you'll grab the lesson very quickly and it will allow you to think of solutions. And that's what happened to me yesterday when I had to put it all aside, accept it, and think, what is this teaching me? What can I learn from it? And so that's what I believe you're being guided to do here. Yeah. See, with the Nine of Swords, this is not to say that what you're going through is not easy. And it is so true that it's not easy, to the point where your spirit guides had to take me through a journey of stress so that I don't tell you, oh, I can see it's difficult. I had to experience it myself. So I really get it, pile number one. Whatever it is you're going through, I swear these 2 days, they really taught me. I totally understand the type of stress you're going. This is not a small deal. This is not like you wanting to finish your homework just like I wanted to finish the pile. No. The type of things I went through, and the shifts just like the table, and things not going my way, and the stress I had to go through was actually, to me mentally, it wasn't so good. I had to stop myself several times and saying, hey, that's not how it's supposed to go. So I feel like you are meant to go with the flow and not resist it, because you have the mem in the hangman, and the mem, the Hebrew letter mem, means water. So it's like go with the flow. Just the hangman, release it and go with the flow. Is it uncomfortable? Yes, but just go with the flow, because this is the way you'll have the open mind. And I say open mind because here the Hebrew letter is fence, closeness, enclosure, right? So it's the only way that you can open your mind to allow the water to flow, or to allow yourself to understand the message that you're supposed to receive. So, yeah, like I told you with the Nine of Swords, I totally understand that this is not easy. But as you can see with the Chariot, movement happens when you let go, when you accept. Movement happens when you accept and know that the things are truly happening for you and not against you. Look, if you're worried with the mother and the dog, you have a team that is protecting you like no other. Whether something is chasing you or you're chasing something, take it easy on yourself, and always remember how you feel internally is the most important thing on how things are gonna appear on the outside, especially that you have the Nine of Swords. This is, of course, the ninth. The ninth Sephriot, Yesod, which is right before Malkuth, which means manifestation, something coming from the ethereal to your real world. Malkuth is the kingdom, it's the earth. So remember also that Nine of Swords is the second decan of Gemini in Mars, which is rage, is like emotions, your mind going on a rampage without reason, without holding your horses. And so really the message here is hold your horses. Don't let your mind just roam free like that from your shadow. And even if things don't go the way that you want, just let it go. Only in your silence will you be able to hear what your guidance is. And look, I don't know if I told you this 2 days ago or not, but Turisaz, of course, It means a gateway to something new, an opportunity. So success, opportunity are coming. The energy is present. Don't try to cut off and split from what is happening, but rather communicate yourself differently about how you feel towards it. This way you can grasp the potential of the energy that is happening and allow this manifestation to truly come to life and manifest for you. Love this energy, don't hate it. Two of Cups harbor both energies. Enjoy the good and don't hate the bad. Know that it's uncomfortable, but there is a valuable lesson within. Just like the yang, the yin, where you can see the darkness of the femininity, the silence or whatever, and you see a white dot. There's always the opposite energy, and it's there to show you something. And so nurture yourself truly during that time. This is your biggest message from your tarot reading. Nurture yourself. Speak to yourself differently during that stage. Be kind to yourself. Yes, focus on your goals, but don't be frustrated waiting for something. Reach out to whatever you can do for now, and know that it's going to happen. If the universe is like showing you something, it's not cutting you off from something. It's truly in a profound way teaching you something. It's like a child that's learning how to walk. Them falling, it doesn't mean that they're not going to be able to walk forever. It's just an understanding for their mind to know their muscles capability, what balance, what move they need to do right in order to actually be able to stand up and walk. So let's check out your last message here. Very interesting pile. It definitely took me on a journey, and really I feel like I wouldn't have gone through this whole journey had I followed that advice that I finally understood 2 days later. And I feel like your reading is genuinely giving you the potential to do that without having to go through everything that I had to go through. Especially that to you, you're actually building something big, not just one pile. So let's see what your cards are. Wow. So you have the adjustment card. This is of course the justice card. You have the Prince of Swords. You have the Wheel of Fortune. Major Arcana, you're definitely dealing with something major, something big. Wow, again. And you have the Eon. This is the Judgment card. And you, Eon. Look, with the Judgment card, we can see, of course, Horus dealing with a new era, a new Eon in your life. There's a new day happening in your life, for sure. Do know that you're going to be very fortunate and that there is a new day to your situation. And in order for that fortune or that energy to start moving for you, and for you to step out into your new Eon, or this new chapter of success that fully has the potential to happen, it is all about, with adjustment, how you think and speak, depending if this is a person or this is a situation that you're going through. How you adjust mentally towards it. The Prince of Swords is the airy part of air. So this is intellect. This is like the perfect picture of the mind. So you want adjustment and balance in your energy and how you feel, so that you can see a clearer picture. Because if you reach that stage of adjusting your energy and your mind to see a clear picture, this, you then consider yourself learned exactly what life was trying to push you to transform towards, and that with that, instantaneously, you would move your energy and move into the next eon. You know, I heard in my mind now, call me crazy, I heard in my mind, and that's a promise, and that is like so strong. So it seems like this is your message, and that is a promise. That you will see things generating and happening and creating success when you stop maybe hating or despising the energy that you may not like from the situation. Could it be perceived in our world as bad? Yes, there is bad, but we're not meant to be in teams. We're meant to unite, and through the unity is when you accept, love everything as it is, and see what it's teaching you and what benefit it's giving you and how you're transforming. Because with that, you will genuinely be able to move forward, not detached from that energy, but knowing how to unite and deal with that energy. You never know what benefits and what great blessing it's going to give to you. And my dear pile number 1, this was your reading. What a pile. Just know you've been with me for the last 3 days. I truly wish you the best of luck. You have no idea how much I empathize with what you're going through. I'm truly sending you a hug. All the best of luck from my heart to yours. Know that I am feeling you. You're not alone here. No, I truly feel for you. All the best of luck. Please put in the kind effort towards yourself first, and everything is going to be working out for you. My dear pal number 1, this was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You won't procrastinate reading it, but it's full of great advice and secrets to help you change your mind about how you see productivity forever. This way, it'll help you to instantaneously, and you'll see right after you finish this ebook with the ideas that it has, it will change you into being a productive person in a way that you enjoy, rather than it being some heavy energy that you have to go through. And this was written with the full intention to help you achieve your dreams, my dear pile number 1. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. It was truly written with love and with every intention to empower you and to help you achieve these goals. And if you love listening to your books, there's an ebook as well. And my dear pile number 1, love you so much, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. If you chose your pile using your crystal, the Bloodstone crystal, welcome to your reading. And if you chose it using your zodiac signs, then in that case, your zodiac signs for the reading are Aquarius, Sagittarius, Cancer, and Gemini. Welcome, guys, to your reading. If these are not your zodiac signs, please do not worry about them. It could simply mean that these are the energies present in your day at the moment for one reason or the other. Okay, so let's pull out the rest of your oracle cards. And as you know, today we're taking a look at what you need to hear right now. It's an open tarot reading. It has no title, and this way we get to see what it is that you are meant to hear. There's a gap here. Also, this month is sticking out, so let's take that. Anything else? Yeah, this one, and this one. Right. So, there's 2 more. All right, so these are your tea leaves. How many do you have? Whoa, 3. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As I always say, never enough tea leaves. All right, so let's put your cards to the side. We're gonna take a rune once all your cards are on the table and see where it lands in order to get a more specific reading. I feel like this is your significator card. You have transformation with the keywords shield, shedding skins. Yeah, very cool. And you have the yin and the yang. symbols. Okay, let's keep it here for now. You also have trust with the keyword the fall. Okay. You have the third eye chakra with despondence. All right. It's interesting, actually. Maybe something that... See, I don't like reading right away, but I got hit with an idea. Maybe something that initially might disappoint you will lead to something way bigger. And that's why you have like trust the fall or trust the process. Just an initial idea. We're going to wait until we see the rest of the piles, the cards. So you have the sacral chakra with completion. Again, you get the sense of loss a little bit, but the sun is rising. And it says completion. Like yes, things actually coming in full circle. You have the whip. And you have the lady. And your rune is Gebo. Wow, really cool. So this is actually a gift with Gebo. What's happening at the moment with the whip may be difficult to go through or feel, but it does say trust the process because it's going to turn out to be a gift in the end. Let's see. I keep saying wait and I still feel like because I'm seeing something so clearly, just wanted to share. So you have vase with secret admirer, and look at that. It did hide, so something is going to pop out. We'll see what it is in a moment. Like there's a surprise that you don't know about, something in your favor that's going to come out. You have red period of prosperity and abundance. You have the month of January. Grapes, time to go out and have fun. I think, yeah, this way we have more space. You have club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. And we have we have three more, right? So you have jug, which is another container. So you have light-hearted, carefree time. Door, opportunities are waiting for you, exactly. And finally, you have rose. Romance is in the air. So that's the second time you get something related to romance and love. Maybe this is a message just to let you know, by the by, before we move into the rest of the reading. For some of you, maybe someone who likes you at the moment is gonna like let you know about it soon. Very specific detail, but you know, when I see something, I like to show it to you guys. Okay, so this actually came out, right? And we kindly want to know for pile number 2, what message are they meant to hear right now, please? What message does pile number 2, is pile number 2 meant to hear right now? Okay. So let's see what you've got. I think if I push these a little bit down, I'll have space for a card here. Yeah. So you have the 4 of Swords. And right off the bat, as I looked at this 4 of Swords, I heard in my mind, hold out, wait. So 4 of Swords in that case is asking you to wait. There's a period of prosperity, and it makes sense because you have the frozen ice in January, kind of letting you, kind of giving me the same impression of wait. Things are going to change, just like ice melts. It's not going to stay the way it is. Like, wait, you're going to be happy with what's happening. Okay, and you can see a door that is about to open, like the door is there. So you have the 6 of Cups. You have the Hierophant. And you have the 7 of Pentacles. the 8 of Cups, the 4 of Wands, and you have, wow, the 9 of Pentacles. This bottom row is really, really beautiful for you. Let's say I push these cards up. Would I be able in that case to fit? Yeah, I would. So you have the 2 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, and you have the 9 of Cups. Come on, guys. The 9 of Pentacles in conjunction to the 9 of Cups. This is happiness on steroids. This is wish fulfillment on steroids. And look at that. What's right above it? It's the 7 of Pentacles, which has to do with patience. So your reading is telling you patience, my dear, because at some point the ice is gonna melt and you're entering into a huge time of prosperity. It might seem sad for now, but the sun is coming out. And see, with Secret Admirer here, this is like energy that is stored for you that you may not be able to see it now, but it's energy that will appear to you when the right time for the door comes to open. So your reading is basically telling you to trust the process. It may hurt a little bit now, but have patience. Isn't that what I heard with the 4 of Swords? I think it is. Have patience. Crazy. And it does seem to me that these difficulties you may be currently going through are going to lead you to great happiness. Just like the 4 of Wands is a milestone, consider it a stepping stone, a step towards what you're meant to receive. So that's not it, pile number 2. There is definitely more to come, and that's why your significator card was the transformation. It's the main energy of this reading. It is talking about a great transformation that is currently happening in your life, because it does say shedding skin. So everything is changing as we're speaking right now for you. Everything around you is changing, whether you can see it, probably most of you can, or not. Things are definitely changing as you're listening to this reading now. And you are going to see that is simply a stepping stone to you receiving what you want. Romance is in the air. Secret Admirer really gives me the idea that something beautiful is in the air and you will be receiving it in due time. Okay, so let's pick up a rune. Right, so you have the Uru's rune, and it's falling between this despondence and Secret Admirer, which makes sense because you can see the energy between feeling disappointed, transforming into something being in the air, stored for you, that is going to pop up. And it's really interesting because you have the whip. Do you see? You have the club. We can clearly see in your reading that we have the grief here. And the lady, that's the querent, that's who the reading is done for, that is you. And you can clearly see that you are going through a rough transformation at the moment. With the whip, it's difficult. But you see that it's leading to a great gift. That's what Gebo is about. I just picked up something really interesting, and it actually takes me to the Uruz landing between the despondence and the Secret Admirer, or the vase. Do you see here? This person is going through grief. They're going through great loss. They're sad. Nothing can, of course, really even begin to explain the sort of sadness this person is going through with the grief process here. But maybe there is a veil around their face. Perhaps it's to like kind of cover the sadness on a difficult day like that, cover the tears. But what I'm picking up in this card is the veil here is just showing you that you have limited vision to only space and time, which is all of us, of course. But beyond that, right next to you are energies that you cannot see. It reminds me of, just like the Six of Cups here, it reminds me of so much going on that we don't see with space and time. Like our spirit guides being there and we can't see it. Our manifestations happening in the ether and we cannot see. There are many things that could be right next to us, right in front of us, that are wonderful, that we just cannot see. Who knows, maybe we have people who loved us from another lifetime or ancient times that could be patting us on the back right now and we have no idea. Or loved ones. My point being, with Secret Admirer and the veil on the eyes and the Six of Cups here right next to the Hierophant, it is showing you that you might, in your space and time, the Malkuth, the 10th Sephiroth, the earth, maybe you cannot see that things could be changing. But if you were able to put on some glasses that would show you higher than our realm, you will be able to see energy transforming in such a powerful way around you that you would be so excited. Imagine 2 people waiting for their Amazon packages, right? They just got something, they're so excited to receive it. They both got this nice new pen, right? So let's say both of them have that Amazon delivery person 2 blocks away. They're just about to receive this new pen now. So one of them gets a message from Amazon letting them know, oh, your package is like 2 minutes or 5 minutes away from you, and another person doesn't get that package. So one person, the person that got the message, is not in a sad place or a place of going, oh, when is this pen coming? Oh, well, maybe it's not coming today. I really wanted to do my homework with it today. Is it lost? Is it this? Is it that? Right? Maybe even calling Amazon and saying, I have been waiting for this pen, it's not here. And the other person is in a different state, although both of them haven't received their pen yet, their package yet. The other person's like, yay, my pen is right around the block. I'm just about to receive my pen now. I'm so excited. When it's exactly the same situation. So that period of prosperity, energetically, it's right next to you, right there. And so that's why you got a message through your cards of trust the process. Because just like an Amazon delivery package, you are about to receive that blessing right these days, maybe in January, maybe right now. Who knows? But I feel like with the grapes, time to go out and have fun, it's like the time is now. Just be a little bit patient. It's like, do you see, moving towards you. And 9 of Cups and 9 of Pentacles truly shows that this patience is going to pay off, although really it's not about it paying off, but you're going to feel so happy that you waited, because obviously here it's coming in the way that you want it. Who knows? Maybe if you had it before, you wouldn't be enjoying it in the way that you're going to be enjoying it now, with everything said and done and happening the way it took its course. It would truly happen in the way that is good for you. So don't fret it. Is your message with lighthearted. Take it lightheartedly. Be a bit patient. It's coming for you. If you were to put on your 3D glasses, I mean your spiritual glasses on, you would totally see it right next to you. It's like right next to you forming. And if you had that vision to see beyond what you can see, you would go, yes, it's happening. Oh my God. So that's exactly what I'm seeing here for you. Oh, did I explain why all of that happened? Because I keep getting to explain this and then I forget. So between Despondence and Secret Admirer are 2 energies, from being disappointed to something happening or forming for you that you're not seeing. That's why you have Secret here. You have the Uruz rune, which has to do with the raw power of the universe. Raw, true power. Like the Ace of Wands. Something is forming. Just like the Hierophant, it's spiritual. In its nature, you may not be seeing it, but it's more powerful than anything else you know. And things changing in our space and time is not really what is going on in terms of the whole situation. And so there's more that you cannot see. There's more power that you cannot see, and it is forming for you. Although it could be difficult at the moment, do know that this specific difficulty with the Gebel rune is happening for a reason, and it's meant to give you a gift. And that's why patience will lead to achieving what you want, or getting what you want in the way you would have loved to receive it. Because sometimes we think we want one thing, not knowing the sort of issues that come with it, the sort of difficulties that come with it. And then when we receive that, we're like, oh, well, now that I know everything that I know, and now that I've received this gift, would I be greedy if I wished I would have had that without these parts? That's the sort of thing you're receiving here. It's like the universe adjusting things for you with that sort of power. Maybe it's taking longer for you to learn something, for the situation to adjust, for you and the situation to adjust, so that you get what you're dreaming of in the way you would have loved to receive it once you've received it. And so you can really see that here with the bottom row. You're not blocked with the 9 of Wands in your... see, the world is reminding me of the time and space we were talking about here. So you're not blocked to see in your life, in the Malkuth, in the earth realm, to see, because the 2 of Wands sometimes has to do, of course, with vision, to reflect. So I'm seeing. You're not meant to not see what you wish for. You're not blocked from it. You're just given the opportunity for things to shift and transform in the way you would want to see it once you receive that great blessing. So after having said that, actually, what popped up in my mind as I was saying that is, what is it that they want? So I bet you most of you know what it is that you want, of course. But, well, since that question popped up in my mind, perhaps these 3 cards are meant to let us in on what that huge blessing is. So let's figure it out together. In all cases, whatever it is, I will tell you that you're going to love everything out of this gift with the Gebel. Gebel, gift. A gift that requires no return, expects no return. So, as you're moving through this transformation, what are you moving towards? Pile number 2, what is that great gift? Wow, you have the Fool, a new journey, a new beginning, a new exciting journey. The Devil card reminds me of a desire, something that you are desiring. Before I open this card, I want to tell you, desire. See, Fool and the combination of the Fool and the Devil are intrinsically reminding me of something so strong. And that is, sometimes we go after what we want with great passion. And it's something that we are desiring, but not knowing the full situation in whatever it is that we're trying to pursue, can sometimes, or a lot of the times, lead to us being attached to it. What do I mean by that? Like, imagine someone who's like so young and is so excited about an idea that they've heard. They've saved up money, let's say, throughout their whole teenage lives. They're 19 years old or 20 years old. And they're like, I've saved up all my pocket money, all the work that I've done everywhere I worked. I saved up, let's say, $10,000, $12,000. Let's say they're really good. And they are so excited about the investment world. That's why they've been saving up. And they hear this idea of, you know, the best way to create wealth is to... And it's true, I'm not making fun of this idea. I'm just letting you on to how to go after something that you don't know the consequences of. If you put your money into buying a property and you can rent it out, this way you will create so much wealth. So this person, without studying the situation, with little to their knowledge and understanding of laws and what could happen and experience, might lead them down a path where they realize so much about the situation. They finally saved their money, reached the point that they wanted, and they realize, oh, looks like I bought a house, someone lied to me, and they gave me this little place that I was so excited about with so many mistakes and problems. They're happy they got rid of it, and now I have to fix this house with several $100s, and no one's gonna buy it from me. And now I have to pay taxes, and now I have to do this because the neighbors are complaining. And all of a sudden they're crying about not only the lost money, because that's the least situation, although it's terrible, but now they have to also deal with the consequences of this decision. So your reading here is letting you know that this block or this patience is not here to take away something from you. The patience you're being asked, or the trust you're being asked by from the universe, it's not that the universe is slow and, you know, it's taking its time to do something for you, and divine time, and it's trying to annoy you. It is really, because that's what I keep getting in your reading here. It is so that you receive what you want in a good way and not in a way that you will regret later. Because you deserve to get what you want in the way that you should take it. So you have the Fool, the Devil. Whoa, 3 major arcana. Wow. So right off the bat, this is telling me that the abundance here is a huge deal. And with big things come big responsibilities, but also big happiness, huge happiness. So this is why the Judgment card, things arise in the calling, in the divine time, in the right time. Because it is when this energy is ready to be received by you first, where you would have grown the understanding through the difficulties, maybe the losses, the disappointments that you may go through. You learn so much, because through the whip here, it's like sometimes the most difficult things that happen in our lives awaken us. And that's really very similar to the energy of the dark night of the soul. We go through it and we can't believe the universe is doing that to us. We can't believe it. And after everything has been said and done, we realize just how much we have learned that we could have never learned or become or understood about the world had we not gone through the difficulties that we have gone through. So here, the difficulties may not be the dark night of the soul, but it is a significant difficulty, and no one can take that away from you. And it might be the dark night of the soul. But at the end of the day, these difficulties are not meant to torture you. They're meant to give you great time and to have fun and to enjoy prosperity. And they are there to adjust you to handle a huge blessing that you're supposed to receive. Because your world one day, very soon, is going to be so happy. I don't think anyone can handle that raw power. It's going to be so good. And to be able to handle such precious prosperity, you don't want to go through it just like the Fool. You want to go through it like an expert who asks the right questions. It is space and time at the end of the day. We're meant to take these things for ourselves. So are we going to take it in a naive way, or are we going to take it like real experts? Show me this about your home. Show me the paper. Maybe hire a lawyer. Maybe it's not my really forte here. Whatever it is that is needed to be done to avoid something like that. And so a person like that would rarely fall into something like this. And so trust in the process, trust that you're learning so much and that you're growing, and that in a little time, my dear pile number 2, that disappointment is going to turn into something that you will love more than life. Something so beautiful, and it's in the air. It's around you at the moment. Yeah, that's where it is. Romance is in the air. It's right there in the air. If you were to put your spiritual glasses on, you would see it right in front of you. It's happening right in front of you. And just trust in the process, trust in how it's supposed to happen. And mark my words, pile number 2, you will see how one day soon you will be living the dream. Just trust the process. This is your message from your reading, my dear pile number 2. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. My heart goes out to you. You're going to be so happy soon. I wish you the best of luck. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but it will change your life and your attitude towards productivity for the rest of your life. Not only are you going to be very disciplined to achieving your dreams and your goals, but you're going to enjoy that process of going through being productive every single day. And that is the highlight of the book. And believe me, it's a small book. You're going to finish it and you will be changed for the rest of your life. If you want to check it out, read about the reviews or get more information, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose your pile using your intuition, then you chose it using the Dalmation crystal. And welcome to your reading. If you chose your pile using your zodiac signs, then in this case, the zodiac signs for this reading are Aries, Libra, Virgo, and Pisces. Welcome to your reading, guys. If these are not your zodiac signs, please don't worry about it. It could simply mean that these are the energies that are surrounding you these days. Okay, so we are taking a look at what you need to hear right now. We don't have a topic for this reading. It's open, leaving the universe or your guides the complete space to show you what it is that you're meant to hear right now, that you need to hear right now. Okay, so last thing we need to do before we take a look at your tarot cards is to pull out your tea leaves. I see green. Oh, there's another green one popping out. Along with the purple, I feel like we're supposed to take that. Never enough tea leaves. So how many tea leaves do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About the same as what everyone got, except you have a lot of green cards here and a purple one. Yeah, pretty colorful, right? Okay, so once we have all of your cards on the table, we'll pull out one of the dice and we'll see what rune falls on which card. Okay, so I feel like this is your significator. You have now. Whoa. And believe me, I felt something in my heart when I saw the word now. It's more like a little shiver, a pleasant type of shiver, and awe is exactly it. Now, seize the moment. I know it does say seize the moment, but what I felt is that something is arising right now in your life. Like something is happening for you right now. So, my dear pile number 3, let's see what that is. Such an exciting pile. Love this energy for you already. Energy is pretty different than the other piles. So, let's see. Let's explore. Who knows? You have projection with the mirror. Okay. You know what this card reminds me of? You know that saying, there is the first person's point of view, there's the second person's point of view, and then there's the truth. You know that quote? So it's like there's their truth and their truth, there's, yeah, and then there's the truth. You have the throat chakra with quest. Okay. This is not the rune, this is the Lenormand card, and you have the person. Okay, so that's the inquirant. That's you. Basically, that's you. So it's something happening to you right now. Let's see what that is. Perhaps it's time to pick up one of your tea leaves. So you have career. If you're not working and you are still up, like you want to work, then maybe you're getting a new job right now. If you're not working and you're not looking forward to working, then this could simply mean something in regard to your goal, something that you're working about, something that you, with quest, something that you are trying to get into your life, right? And that could be the same thing for you, even if you're working. Something that you're trying to get. And your rune is the Tiwaz. Interesting. The Tiwaz rune is about trust and honor, but it's also about promise. Maybe you were promised something from the other side, like from your guides. Maybe you've been promised something in your cards. We'll see. We'll see. So you have frying pan, trouble, accusations. You have love. This first, okay. You have fair man, dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. We have more. So you have whale, great worry over nothing. That's good to know. You have the month of April. Something is cooking for you, by the way. In that case, this card isn't actually talking about trouble. It's talking about something cooking for you. Maybe it's coming into full blossom in the month of April, or maybe in 4 months. You have cup. You should accept valid criticism. And finally, you have wealth. Whoa. You know, instantly, I got hit with the song Love and Marriage. They go together like a horse and carriage. I don't know why. Maybe two things are coming together, or one thing that happens that leads to another. I don't know. Well, I'm sure we'll find out as we do your reading why I suddenly heard this song. Okay. So, what do you need to hear right now? Whoa, my dear pile. Number 3. So these are a lot of cards. And let's see what we have. So, you have the strength card upright. No, is it? No, it's reversed. You have the strength card reversed. And look, it pushed great worry over nothing. So yeah, good. You have the 10 of Wands upright. I'll keep the reversals up so you can visually see them. You have the Judgment card reversed. You have the Chariot upright. You have the Fool card reversed. You have the 10 of Cups upright, lovely. You've got the 5 of Pentacles reversed. And you've got the Hanged Man reversed. Yeah. So basically you have the 10 of Wands, the Chariot, and the 10 of Cups upright. Everything else is in reverse. And we have more cards. Maybe I should place it somewhere where you can see it. So, right. We can see that something is happening for you right now. Before we begin the reading, Let's pick up your rune. Cast your rune, rather. So you have the Wunyu rune between the Thurisaz and the whale. That's interesting. I think we should start here, actually. So... Okay. So you could be worried about something because you have great worry over nothing. Currently, you could be worried about something, and with the frying pan, it could be even reached a point where you can't handle it any longer. It's like, this is too hard for me to endure. And I think with projection, your guides are telling you one of the main reasons you could be suffering at the moment is how you're looking at the situation, not how the situation really is. So this figure is inviting us to look at the situation for what it actually is, and not how you are choosing to see it, because maybe the way you're seeing it is great worry over nothing. Because right here you can see that what you're questing or what you're trying to achieve, although feels difficult because of this projection, will actually start happening right now. It's not even a promise of later, it's going to be good or anything like that. 10 of Wands, it's upright. Chariot is upright. 10 of Wands, end of difficulty. That's it. Done. And Chariot is movement. 10 of Cups is happiness. The cards upright are showing us a wonderful situation. And in fact, the cards that are not upright all have one thing in common, which I'll show you now. It's a matter of perspective. So your guides are letting you know that things are going to change right now for you, and they don't want you to see this situation as difficult, because why go through it with great worry over nothing when things are absolutely meant to change for you? So Tiwaz is about trusting the process. Wunyu is a rune about stored potential. There's something stored in for you that is arising right now, which will change the whole situation. I feel like your guides are telling you you are, what's the word? You are not targeting. It's gonna come. Handling. What's wrong? Yeah, handling, strength. Approaching is exactly what I'm trying to find out. You're approaching strength in a wrong way. See, here you can see the figure with love very easily is guiding the lion, which is a dangerous creature if not handled properly. It's a wild creature, right? If not understood properly, could be dangerous, right? And very easily helping open their mouths, imagine. Like it's a cat. On the other hand, you can see the other person struggling and frustrated, and the lion is not happy and is not opening their mouth, although this one feels much weaker than the other one. So I feel like your guides are saying the way you could be approaching a certain situation in your life could be the main reason it's not working or rising or allowing you to achieve what you want, because the way you're handling it, and not because it has the potential to rise right now. I feel like your reading is guiding you to take things slowly, like a cup of tea, sipping on a cup of tea, to take it calmly, to enjoy it, to do it in a relaxed manner with love, rather than to struggle through it. Because in your situation, I don't know what it is, There's no reason to struggle. The universe is giving you an oath, a promise with a tiwas, that your situation has stored potential and that things are going to be arising for you. You are in this reading right now. And so, since this is the case, they want you to change your approach to how you handle it. And we'll talk about, I'm sure we'll get guidance on how that is done, rather than approaching it with struggle, because that, as this shifts, the card that is in conjunction to it. As you handle it with care and love, just like this figure here, as you handle it with calmness, enjoyment is a key here, and love, then the situation will begin now, just like the Fool, on the right foot. In all cases, do know that this is reserved happiness for you with the Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is an excess of an energy, feeling absolutely happy, elated. If this is about your family, Ten of Cups is a happy family. Extra detail that I just noticed, because we do have the energy of people as well. So just an extra detail. But if it's not, don't worry about it. So handle the situation with gentleness, with enjoyment, and with love. In that way, you won't have to go through it enduring it. In all cases, with the Chariot being upright, the situation is going to start moving. And great things are about to happen for you. But here's the thing, with the Judgment card being reversed. Is it going to be a rise from the situation? Yes. You're going to rise from the situation right now. Major things are about to change in your situation that used to feel so bad right now. But you still have a choice in your hands with the Judgment card. You can see in the Judgment card a new beginning, arising with a healthy born child, and it looks so good. And you can see a new beginning arising with something, with a skull perhaps presenting something dead or something toxic maybe. So in all cases, there's a new beginning. Things are changing in a drastic way for you. You're going to see that in your life at the moment. But that does not mean that you're not being guided to handle it calmly and lovingly. Why? Because that will still have an effect with a stored potential here. In things, yes, arising, but may not later on form in the best way possible for you. Or you can choose to make it work in the best possible way for you. You know, I just got a great example in my mind. You know, when you are exercising and an expert is telling you, no, bring your arms all the way down and make sure you take them all the way up. We want range of motion, good range of motion, right? And you're like, oh no. And you read, or the expert tells you, if you don't have good range of movement, later on when things progress, you won't be able to handle the weights properly or do that exercise properly. It's training your arms to do the full range of movement, or your legs or whatever properly, is what's going to help you build the muscle properly or have your strength and your stamina properly. So here I'm trying to show you that things are going to happen anyway. But do you want it to happen in the right way, or do you want it to happen with difficulties later? So, although things are going to begin, your guides are telling you to take it slow, take it easy. That's your training here, just like the exercise analogy. Your training is to go through it with kindness, calmness, enjoyment, and love. Because the speed at which things are about to happen in your life is crazy. Look at these lines that you're nurturing. Run off. taking you to faraway lands, to battlefields like a winner. So you're truly being guided to take it with ease, because with that sort of ease, you'll be able to go very far and very quickly. And who knows, by April, maybe there is a really cool or very pleasant surprise blossoming there with the stored potential. Some even more amazing things happening. I do see a detail here. I just hit my mind. It's really crazy since we have happy family. For some of you, there is an extra message here of you might be finding love in April with, like, see, this energy does not necessarily translate to falling in love with a wealthy person, because wealth could be wealth in character, wealth in intellect, wealth in experience, great emotions, or someone who's got plenty to share, someone who's satisfied internally, emotionally, and is not coming to take, is very happy and is coming to share their happiness. So take it how it resonates. In April, for some of you, you will be meeting someone or falling in love with someone who's wealthy in one aspect or the other, could be actually doing great in their careers and wealthy. That could be like the message that you're meant to hear, but it could be that they're successful in pursuing their goals and they are really wonderful to be with, especially that you have the cups. You'll be sharing love together in a healthy way. That's just an extra message that I saw here that I thought I should tell you. And by the way, that does not necessarily just have to be love, which is the energy is super present in the reading. But if you're not looking forward to love, or maybe you're in a relationship, maybe if you are in a relationship, your partner might be soon succeeding in their career and getting plenty of opportunities or plenty of wealth. But for most of you listening to this reading, if you're not in a relationship, if you're not interested in relationships in general, I would say someone in your career or in your goals can be coming to invest something in you or invest in your product. Maybe with Quest, you're trying to find someone to believe in your project or your idea, and you do have the energy of someone really believing in your goals and wanting to invest in you one way or the other. So that's definitely present here. It depends on how you're seeing it, or it depends on how it suits you as a general reading. In all cases, the most significant energy in your reading is how you're looking at life. And it's really interesting because your life is changing in such a beautiful way, in so many ways. Yet your guides are not focused on the outside blessings. They know you're going to enjoy it. They know you're going to love it. They're so focused on how, with the throat chakra, you speak to yourself or think to yourself or think about your goals. They want you to see life for what it is. What's that? These are these two cards. See, it's really interesting, your cards. They're telling you, don't wait for life. I get it. This is so interesting. Although beautiful things are happening for you now, they want you moving forward, not to go up and down with life. Like when life is not giving, then it takes you down. Or when life is giving, it takes you up. They want you to be happy and to live peacefully and calmly and with love, no matter what happens. This, you will see with that life will move with you so softly, so easily. It's going to be malleable for you, moving with that energy. And you can see here with the Five of Pentacles, someone who's obviously still not doing well at all, lacks maybe everything in life. But you can see them peaceful. Oh, so sorry. There we go. You can see them peaceful. You can see them grateful. You have the dove here. You can see them doing well and enjoying the moment, they're not letting life take them up and down with them. They chose to be happy. They chose to enjoy the little things, that bird that's right next to them, the sunlight, the fact that they are able to see and to enjoy the day. They chose, why suffer through it, since this is my reality, and go through life suffering when with the same situation, since this is the situation at hand for the moment. Why not just live it calmly until life changes? And exactly what we see here in the Hangman in reverse. See, both are in an uncomfortable position, whether this reversed Hangman or the upright Hangman. One is accepting it, and it's allowing them to learn the lesson, to gain awareness, and to change their circumstance. And you can see the sun is about to rise for them. And here, and here you can see that it's dark, that they are scared, that they are so uncomfortable from this situation, perhaps panicking, trying to break out of it. So, which is a natural emotion, of course, but your guides are so adamant about you going through life. There we go, that's the reversed. Instead of going through life feeling this way, they want you to accept and see life for what it is, for the good and the bad, and to enjoy it nonetheless, with the littlest things that it's gonna give you. And yeah, it's not worth it, really. Vibrate love, enjoy the kind things that are happening now amidst the bad. Seeing the good and the bad. Until life changes. And your until, my dear pal number 3, is right now. So that's great. And although this is all going to change, your guides are focused on that. Even though it's going to change, they want you to learn how to make life more malleable for you. And it's a great chance to practice with that during the good times that are coming, so that if anything ever happens or changes in the far future, you're able to make it work so calmly and so effortlessly. So cool. Something is definite. I'm sorry I shifted really quickly, but my eyes just fell here. Something significant is happening for you in April. Cups remind me, when you go out with someone for a cup of coffee, I feel like you will be meeting someone significant. That reminds me, it could be tomorrow's reading. If this comes out tomorrow, you know why it came out. So you could be meeting someone significant. For some of you, it's going to be love. For others, it's going to be a quest, like you trying to put 2 goals together, 2 visions together into one, in a goal or an investment or something that will result in great wealth. That wealth, again, could be actual money, or that wealth could be you watching your goals grow, or it could be something that you wish for. Oh, and these moved. You still have more cards, and I think if we divide them, 3 cards are for this part right here, and no. These cards are all for this part right here. Okay, I just remembered we already answered this part. So what is going on here is the second thing they want you to know, because right now your life is changing. New beginnings, for sure, with the baby being birthed. And we found out all about this. No need to worry at this point of your life, because your life is changing. You can see the light moving. Do you see that? It's so beautiful. Your life is really turning into color, and it's mimicking the rays in the right now. I think that's a synchronicity do you see how the light is striped, just like your cards? That is a total synchronicity falling onto this card. So please see it in a different light. So now let's take a look at what's going on also in April here. So you have the Page of Swords upright. You have the Ace of Wands upright. So a new beginning here. Page of Swords could be the energy of a person, of course. You have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. You have the World card, completion, and you have 2 more cards. The Hermit. Whoa! The Hermit in reverse. You're no longer going to be alone in something. That's reversed. You're not going to be alone. I see 2 hands. I know it's the Ace of Wands, but I'm intuitively picking up that you're not going to be alone in something, either in your work or in your relationships. That's for sure. In April, something significant in the area of you maybe working alone or being with someone or something like that. Maybe you broke up with your ex and you're coming back. A good ex. If this is a bad ex, you don't want to be with them, please delete this part. I just like to make sure I have everyone included in the reading because it's a general one. And you have the 8 of Cups. Whoa, that's a powerful 8 of Cups. This is someone walking away with the 8 of Cups, feeling ashamed. And look at that. This is a person who nothing stands in their way. This is such a cool card. It's like, you drop me, I drop you, I'm strong. This is the energy of life. Oh yeah, life doesn't beat me. I beat it. Life doesn't beat me. Life doesn't beat me. You reign, you change, you take. Nothing can change my situation. You'll see me show up like a winner. I love this card for you. So, what is the story here in April? With the World card, upright, some passionate beginning is finally coming into completion, like finally manifesting, happening for you. A long journey finally coming true. So, of course, it deals with the Page of Swords, with the energy of someone. Pages are... they have like an aspect of the Fool in terms of them being more innocent-like. And I'm really feeling that you're going to put your hands together, other than the Ace of Wands. I'm just reading it intuitively here first. You're going to put your hands together with someone who is smart, with the Page of Swords, curious, excited about life, excited to know more about you also, but is a good person. It has that innocence, not coming in with bad intentions. Ending your singlehood in business, work, goals, or love. I'm gonna get it. A strong beginning with the Ace of Wands is beginning between the two of you. Whereas something that may not have worked out in the past something that did not work out in the past for you will show up surprisingly, showing you that you can think all you want about how life works, about what should happen for you to receive things, or the amount of effort that you can do in something that you think will get you something. Sometimes what you're meant to receive shows up regardless of the weather, regardless of what you've done, or regardless of the logic going on around you that can make something happen. Something crazy good is showing up in April for you, and it's going to show up and blow your mind, because it's going to show you that sometimes, despite everything showing up in a weird way, showing you that something is not going to happen, sometimes when this energy is present, something shows up and shows you it doesn't matter all of the reasons that you had in your mind, making you think that something's not going to happen, can actually happen, despite all of that. You know, don't you know that sometimes someone has all of the reasons in the world to be successful at something? It's like in a certain field, they've got the looks, they've got the character, they've got the wealth, they've got the knowledge, they've got the education, they've got the foundation, their parents are in the field, this, and the network, they've got it all. And somehow you watch these people and that person, for one reason or the other, doesn't make it. And you meet them one day and you say, how can a person like you not make it? And on the other hand, just like the surprises of life, you see someone who looks like is so unlucky in everything. The same things, the looks, the wealth, the network, the knowledge, the foundation, you name it. And they're thriving. And so sometimes we may think that we've got it figured out and that we understand how something is going to happen, and life surprises you. And sometimes it surprises you in a pleasant way. You thinking you're fully alone, or you thinking that something doesn't look like it can work for you. And despite every single metric that is in the 3D showing you that something is not going to work, sometimes life just shows up for you. Sometimes what you want just shows up for you despite of everything. And that's the energy I'm picking up about this April thing. You know, it doesn't have to be someone investing in you. It doesn't have to be love. It could also be someone opening up the door for you to receive that wealth or abundance in the goal that you wanted. Maybe this is simply the customer service who's going to call you and tell you we took your request. Or maybe this is the person who's going to approve your job. Maybe it's the person who's going to tell you about it. Maybe it's simply a facilitator, is what I'm trying to say. Who knows how this is going to roll out for you? But there's a key person, nonetheless, in April. And with this key person who is, there is a key person, no question, who may be handing you something or being by you, uniting with you. In all cases, they have pure intentions. And it's finally the completion of a huge wish or a desire that you had. You've obviously worked hard, tried left, right, and center. It was stubborn. And in April, it's just going to show up in your door. It's just going to show up. And my dear pile number 3, this was your reading of what you need to hear right now. I truly hope you've enjoyed this reading. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It was written to make sure I change your awareness, give you all the secrets I've known over the years on how to be a productive person, my own experience. And I promise you, once you read this book, it will shift the way you see productivity forever, helping you become a disciplined person right away, all while enjoying this process. And if you're interested in checking it out or reading the reviews or getting more information about it, you find a link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in, sending you so much love. Very happy about this amazing new beginning booming into your life at the moment that is definitely going to give you a sense of being awestruck. I wish you the best of luck with that, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.